Welcome to Game 3, National League Round 7 of Netball Scotland. Hope you enjoyed that beautiful view of Kelvin Grove Park on the way in. I can only hope that when we get out after these couple more games of netball that there's a beautiful blue sky like that. We have match 3 on tap here. Dunedin playing Glasgow University. That will be followed by Scotstoun and Edinburgh University in a game that has significant implications for the semi-finals. But before we get to that one, we have this one. Here's our squads for today. And for Dunedin, here's their full list of 11. Starting will be Debs Lawson at goal shooter. Emma Cartmill, the captain, is back and she's at goal attack. Chloe Alexander at wing attack. Holly Robertson at centre. Rachel McIntosh will start at wing defence. Hannah Proudfoot will start at goal defence. Cammy Gilchrist-Brown at goalkeeper. On the bench initially, Zara Grogan, Izzy Joffin, Johanna Lee, Zoe Rennie for Glasgow University. The line-up, Abby Spears will start at goal shooter. Joanne Hill at goal attack, Zoe Masting at wing attack, Maddie McDonald at centre, Katie Robinson at wing defence, Ailey Clark at goal defence, Holly Naylor will start at keeper. On the bench, Elise McFarland, Isla Nazy, Charlotte Seaton, Martha Steele and Maddie Whitehurst. So they will have the full complement of 12. We'll take a little look at the standings as we entered round 7, the final round. And a tough one for Glasgow University, hoping to record their first win today. For Dunedin, they have 3 victories on the season. They can get as high as 20 points, so they can't make the finals. So no finals implications for this match. That'll be sorted, like I mentioned, in the final game between Edinburgh University and Scotstoun Storm. So that's how the standings looks as we began today. We've already had some good matches so far. Looking forward to another one here. And as I mentioned, Dunedin looking to record their 3rd victory of the 7-round season. Of course, this year, semi-finals before we have finals, and they're only 2 weeks away. 11th of May at Pleasance in Edinburgh. And the grand finals and the bronze medal match that will follow 2 weeks later. Our officials in this one, Kim Kilgore, Lynn Donnelly in charge. Rita Venermo is the reserve umpire. Eliza Mather and Emma Jamison will be our bench officials. Game 2 ball carrier from Airline Academy, Tegan Elric. In fact, that was the previous game, so those of you who were paying attention, Game 3 ball carrier, Leona Anderson. So welcome to all our students who are here at the game from Elon Academy in Aberdeenshire, and to everyone else who's watching on our YouTube Netball Scotland page. All thanks to Cobalt Media. What an awesome job that they have done. We get underway, and the first centre pass from Maddie McDonald. A little bit hot for Zoe Masting to handle, and Dunedin will get another opportunity. And McIntosh and Holly Robertson. I see after my criticism of her, she's gone back to her original hairstyle this week. May have copped a bit of slack from the team as well, so good to see Holly out there with week 1 hairstyles. All inquiries to Dunedin University, Dunedin Netball Club. So first 2 goals fall their way, and here they come again. And maybe Rachel McIntosh to take. There's Robertson. In fact, it'll be Alexander to take as Katie Robinson is out of court, and that ball goes out of court. So it's an opportunity for Glasgow University. A number of changes in there, 12 this week for Glasgow. We've got some students back after their exams and dissertations. So some changes that from last week's 12. Just put the left foot out, did Abby Spears. So here come Dunedin again, looking to move quickly, and Robertson slows it up and waited for the traffic to go by, and Debs Lawson up and in. First three for the Dunedin. Find a settling goal here, Glasgow University. Lovely work. Cammy Gilchrist-Brown timed her jump at that very nicely. Here's Hannah Proudfoot. Could be excused for being a little bit tired, Hannah Proudfoot. A full day of netball yesterday at the district finals. The district were successful in the under-17s division and was actually named the most valuable player for the day was Hannah, so well done to her. It's been a big weekend of netball for her. 2 full games yesterday and starting for Dunedin here this afternoon, so we'll sleep well tonight. Here's Emma Cartmill. She was missing in action for Dunedin last week as well, but she's back with the captain band on as well. Makes good there. So fast start for Dunedin and first 4 going their way and a chance for a 5th here. Cartmill again. Waits for Robertson to come across the top of the circle, and then Lawson with the shot as Holly Naylor stands beside. That one goes down. Donald to Masting. Contact this time against Cartmill. Play on quickly to Glasgow Uni, and that's a good feed from Hill to Abby Spies, and up and in that one goes. So they're on the board. Settle some nerves. Cartmill just hesitated and then went straight ahead. Nicely done, Robinson, beg your pardon, Katie. She like what she's brought to the table in the last couple of weeks. She's been very good. All the way around for Lawson, and then a contact will go against Debs Lawson. So opportunity for some back-to-back goals for Uni. It's going to be a 3-second call, but it's indeed obstruction against Cartmill, so she will stand out. Robinson, and then through the hands of Ailey Clark. So comes back quickly in Dunedin's favour here. So Cartmill to Lawson, and up and in for Lawson. So 6-1, 5.5 minutes gone already. Here's Hill. McIntosh over the back, surely. Yes. His back does Zoe Masting. And then just a little out of her reach, trying to receive that pass back. Spires knocks it out of bounds. If they can pin them down here in this corner, University, and they do. Nicely done. Good pressure on the attacking players defensively. Here's Hilda Post for her first. Drops that one in over the front rim. Well done. Second goal for Glasgow. Dunedin 6. Pretty quickly approached the midway point of this first quarter. Here in round 7. Can you believe this is the last round? It's come and gone so quickly, particularly these last 3 rounds being played in the space of a month. Nice little 1-2 for Hill. She takes another to post, and second jump for Proudfoot. He'll get a do-over, a little firm. Rebound Spires, and can't get that one to fall, and it will be a Dunedin throw-in for Gilchrist Brown. And again, good defensive pressure from Glasgow University, making life difficult to move this ball down court for Dunedin. Mailer just tunneled under Lawson a little bit there, and just gentle little arc back towards the post, and an easy one coming up for her. And it goes. 8-2, beyond 7, or just over 7 minutes remaining, quarter number one. Proudfoot is obstructed by Robinson. Another one for Lawson. Unique style. She lifts that 1 foot up off the ground and obviously gives her the balance she needs, and it's working so far. And there's some activity over on the Edinburgh bench, the Glasgow University bench, excuse me. So goal number 3 down for Glasgow. And so it's going to be some changes in the defensive end for Glasgow University, so we'll keep an eye on that. Lawson again. Good break in play, and Holly Naylor will slide out to goal defence. And there from Gilchrist Brown, and she's been active early. Charlotte Seaton on at goalkeeper. So, like I mentioned, Holly Naylor moves out to goal defence, or as we found out last week, Skippy. And Seaton does well on that occasion, and Robinson will track it down. Spires. Nice thing. And good patience there, and just waited for Spires to reappear on the right side. 10-4. Quick ball movement, Dunedin, and Alexander, and ends up with Lawson. Seaton will stand beside, and then get herself involved in the rebounding contest, but Cartmill did well in the end. She knocked it into favour of Lawson, and she converts another. 85% shooting so far for Dunedin, 67. So 4 out of 6 for Glasgow University, and Gilchrist Brown just wanted that one a little bit more and ripped it away. Another opportunity for Seaton, and she goes to Robinson, who goes back to Seaton, fumbles that one. Who did that come off last? In fact, it's going to be a contact against Cartmill, and Naylor will take Robinson. McDonald and Hill and Spires, and had to thread the needle then did Maddie McDonald, and grabs a couple of sets of fingertips on the way out of bounds. Did well then, Hill. It tapped it straight to Spires, and she converts. So goal number 5 for them. Conversion rates off centre pass, Dunedin 56, Glasgow University 25%. So want that number to come up. Here's Lawson again. All right, run Coolio Jets. Steps back, foot goes up, shot goes down. Nine games so far for Dunedin against 6 for Uni, so both teams defensively creating some opportunities for the other, or for their own team. It's just how well you convert them, and Dunedin converting 6 out of those 10 games, or 10 games now, so good conversion rate, but coaches are always very hard to please. They could always, well, they're always wanting more. That percentage to keep increasing. Glasgow University off their own centre pass, only converting 22%, so that number needs to come up for them. Last off in the end off Gilchrist Brown, and the throw in for Hills. She goes quickly to Spires and just leaves it on the front of the rim. It's another opportunity. Makes good on that one. So 12-6, 2 minutes till our first break. Cartmill goes wide to Proudfoot. McIntosh, Cartmill again, and Robertson. Cartmill busy in this sequence. Contact against Charlotte Seaton. Cartmill will step into this one and goes all the way around the rim, and Seaton rips it away and then looks for an outlet pass, but it goes astray, and back come Dunedin. Did the work then defensively, did Uni, but the ball's coming back again, and Naylor times her run to that one beautifully. You can see why she's earned that nickname from her coach, and got the timing just right then, and Gilchrist Brown, that'll be contact. Another one for Spires, so good little period of play here for Glasgow University. See if they can get another as we go inside a minute till quarter time. Direct this time to Spires from Maddie McDonald, and the goal shooter doesn't let her down, and there's another. So 12-8, good little comeback from Glasgow University. Cartmill with the 1-2, shakes off Naylor on that occasion. Seaton, long arm, deflects that one out of bounds, and Holly Robertson will take this throw. Goes back to Cartmill, little gesturing with her head to come towards her, and the offside will be the call first against Katie Robinson. There's a quick look, does Emma Cartmill, and that goal will count. So that might have been after the siren, but it will indeed go down, and that will take us to the first quarter break with a score of Dunedin 13, leading Glasgow University 8. Stay with us, we'll be back with the second quarter shortly. All right, second quarter. Action about to get underway. 13 goals to 8. We're just getting a confirmation that that goal right on the siren did count for Dunedin, and indeed it did. Zara Grogan, I beg your pardon, entering the court for Dunedin at wing defence for Glasgow University, with Elise McFarland on at centre. Martha Steele coming on at goal attack. So a couple of changes for both teams. I feel like University of Glasgow finished that quarter probably with all the momentum. We'll see if that continues here into this second quarter. It's Robertson. And again, Glasgow Uni defenders. Here's McFarland and Naylor, and here's McFarland again. Fumble by Naylor, but he goes as far as Zoe Masting, so patient build up here from Glasgow University, and had some choices there to throw to, and it was indeed Martha Steele who converts, and here she is off the centre. Back to Masting, and again, patient build-up. McFarland and Steele again. She'll get another attempt. A little firm. Competition for rebound, and Proudfoot wins that one. So, a couple of minutes gone by in this one, and certainly a ball game on. Glasgow University looking for that breakthrough win on the season. And will it come today? Seaton stood out. Lawson again off the back foot and drives another one home. Did well in the end, did the Uni defenders, and Maston wanted that ball more and drew the contact from Cartmill, and good hands in the end from Steele as it came to her on the rebound, and she turns and fires, and she's come out full of confidence, and if that confidence is infectious for her teammates. And apologies to Martha Steele, I put the mock on straight away. Obstruction this time against Robertson. He's forcing McFarland to go long into the circle. She's desperate to do that again, but Cami Gilchrist-Brown, she soared for that intercept, but in doing so, or in landing, put a foot on the baseline. So Glasgow Uni retain, and here's Spires again, and up and in. Margin is back to 4, and that will be a Dunedin centre pass, in fact. So it's a bit of a slog to convert that centre pass, but they did eventually. And Robinson went flying by, and it's followed up by an obstruction against McFarland. So Dunedin just probably looking for a settling goal. I think Seaton just put the arms up before she got the feet set, and can't do that. Just have the 3 feet sorted with the feet first. And McFarland just, that angle's not going to work against Cami Gilchrist-Brown, but on this particular occasion got away with it, and Steele is the shortest one in that circle and ended up with it, but a couple of bites of the cherry, can't convert, and away come Dunedin. Proudfoot and Robertson. Goes all the way back to Proudfoot, and Cartmill presents in front. And Thought maybe a contact against Katie Robinson, but it's a throw-in instead. Oh, Naylor read the angle of that pass, was travelling on, but just a fraction late. And Lawson was looking for Cartmill, who thought Lawson was going to post. Strong take under some heavy pressure there by Katie Robinson. Look back as far as Seaton, but Lawson got in the road and just right under the hoop to Cartmill, who she's annoyed at herself for missing that one. Okay, Steele and Nasting. Options, and probably Naylor threw it right between Elise McFarland and Katie Robinson, and one thought one was getting it, and the other thought the other was getting it, and the net result of all that is a throw-in for Dunedin. Cartmill again. Robertson. Alexander a little wider, and Lawson converts. 17 goals to 11. 4 goals to 3 this quarter. Like I said, Glasgow had the better of the closing exchanges in the first quarter, and certainly here at the start of the second, but the scoreboard no longer reflects that, and as a result there's some action over on the Glasgow Uni bench, so some more changes coming. There's Robinson deep to Marston in the pocket, and that didn't have enough oomph on it, trying to get it to Steele. So Dunedin looking to build on their 7-goal lead. So that's that ball travelled as Cartmill all the way to the baseline, and I was about to say drops it in, get another crack at it, and does on this occasion. It's now a 5-goal lead at quarter time. That has just expanded a little out to 8, right at the midway point of quarter number 2. In game number 3 of round number 7 of the Netball Scotland National League. Absolutely thrilled to have you with us. Still Marston back to the bench. Pass that goes astray, and only as far as Proudfoot. That's Isla Nacy, who's come on at wing attack for Glasgow University, and Maddie Whitehurst at goal attack. So the changes keep coming. Alexander and Cartmill. Seaton did well. Knocked it down, and Robertson collected, and it's Maisie calling for some help, and she keeps on running and did well. Draws an obstruction from Zara Grogan. Attempt from Maddie Whitehurst is up and in, so positive start for her. Times her run to that centre pass break nicely, and in turn gets the ball back. Another one up and in. So probably our biggest crowd of the afternoon in currently here at the University of Glasgow. Of course, as I mentioned, our attention turns to University of Edinburgh Sports Stadium, where we will be for the semi-finals and the finals, and there will be 2 Edinburgh teams that will feature. Strathclyde and Bella Houston They will be the 4. In what order, we're not sure. We'll do our best to give you a little bit of a preview of what that might look like come the end of the day. But for now, here's another opportunity that's going to present itself for the University of Glasgow, but Naylor only gets it as far as the hands of Emma Cupp. Another one down, and margins out to double figures for the first time. Getting on a bit of a roll here, Dunedin, and great hold, Seaton, and unlucky, called for contact there. Stands beside, goal for Dunedin, 24th of the afternoon. Checks watch, yes, afternoon. Good closing speed, Holly Robertson there. Really shut that down quickly. Directs the traffic beside her. There's Maisie. Just waits for Spires to present along that baseline. Converts another. Another one for her tally. Shooting statistics. Oh, the University of Glasgow 67%, 85% for Dunedin. Good number. Converting their own centre pass, 22%. Glasgow 67% for Dunedin. Both teams around 60% of converting their gains. So good number there. Some numbers that, I say, both coaches would still like to increase. Gilchrist Brown, we really like what she's done in this game. With active hands, very busy. Alexander feeds Lawson for another conversion. It might be Naylor that gets a rest this time, and Hayley Clark will come back on at goal defence. Robertson-Cartmill combination, called that in that order a few times, and this time Lawson looks for her captain, who goes everywhere but in, and Charlotte Seaton was happy to see that ball go over the baseline for a throw-in. Gets it back here, fires it to Maisie. Chris Brown has been everywhere. Another gain for her. Cartmill, Robertson, Alexander, Lawson in that order, and another goal. So inside 2 minutes now, 27 plays 14. So 14 goals to 6 in this quarter. Started in a promising manner for Glasgow University, but just the error rate's been a little high. The defensive pressure has been suffocating from Dunedin, and that's another rebound for Gilchrist Brown. 13 gains in this quarter alone for the Dunedin defence, off the back of 11 in the first quarter, so 24 gains already in this match. So working overtime, the defenders. Cartmill gets another to drop. And as we tick towards the 60 seconds remaining in this quarter mark, here's another centre pass for Dunedin. Oh, Seaton did nicely. Got the outside arm around and did really well. Probably didn't get much advantage out of that play there. Have to reset back in their defensive third. Take the throw. It'll be Clark. Robinson. Maisie. Clark, Maisie, Whitehurst, Maisie, Spires. So nearly everyone getting involved, and it's a well-worked goal for Glasgow University. I mentioned big crowd coming in, and even their, I suppose you call them rivals, and getting some support from the University of Edinburgh, who, of course, they're in our final match of the day. Victory will see them in the 2v3 game in the semi-finals, but that's a ways off, and that's our half-time break. So 2 quarters of this one in the books. 15 goals to 8 in that quarter for Dunedin. They're setting sails for another victory. We'll see how the second half plays out when we return. Right, welcome back to the third quarter. Netball Scotland's National League, round 7. Match 3 in round 7. Good first half for Dunedin. They lead 28 goals to 16 over the University of Glasgow. Changes for both teams. Change in the shooting circle for Dunedin. Johanna Lee's on at goal attack. Zoe Rennie's on at goal shooter. Both Lawson and Cartmill go to the bench. And Glasgow University, Joanne Hill back on at goal attack. Maddie McDonald, who started at centre, she's back on at wing attack. Seaton and Clark stay in the defensive circle. Katie Robinson stays at wing defence. Ola Nazi is at centre now. With Maddie McDonald, as I mentioned, back on at wing attack. So that's our lineups. There's a goal for Joe Hill. First goal of the second half in favour of Glasgow. Robertson. And Lee plays it back. And Rennie with that high elbow, classic shooting style, and doesn't let it down on that occasion. Repeatable shooting style, that one, and we'll get an opportunity for another one here because Seaton timed her run to that ball nicely and just waiting for a drive from mid-court. It comes from Maddie McDonald, and here's Hill. Nice play, University of Glasgow, and couldn't quite finish it off though. And come the other way. Alexander, oh yeah, used her full length of time. In fact, she used too much time, and 3 seconds is a call. Kim Kilgore, Lynn Donnelly, our umpires. I mentioned that earlier. Rita Van Nernmo on the bench. Special shout out to our bench officials today. Eliza Mather. Emma Jamison working this game. Best in the business. Heavy slog down court this time for Dunedin, and almost 3 seconds again. So good energy in this early in this third quarter from the University of Glasgow, and good to see that. Mentioned earlier in the coverage that things haven't fallen their way this year with a very young team that they do have, and lots of changes since last year, and still finding their way in this competition, but giving absolutely 100% here this afternoon. And like I say, excellent energy to begin this second half. There's Maisie. Led by Gilchrist Brown, who's, for what it's worth, and it's not worth too much, but my MVP at this stage, she's been outstanding today. Dropped off by Johanna Lee for Zoe Rennie, and it goes down. There's Alexander. Robertson. Lost a fair bit of even, and in fact asked a little bit too much. Take this time Spires and converts. Margin 13. Chance of back-to-back goals here for Glasgow. Macy just waited long enough and just led Spires to the right spot there, and she converted. So 12 it is. 3 goals apiece here in the early stages of the third quarter. Robertson almost challenged Seaton to intercept that, but the pass was accurate. This was the shot from Zoe Rennie. Macy. Further afield than McDonald, and then whips that in quickly. Spires goal. Margin 12. Working hard defensively to begin this third quarter, Glasgow. See if they can turn that into turnovers. Almost Seaton. Down around again without contacting. Did well, but just didn't fall in favour of her fellow teammates. This time Clark goes a little too hard against Rennie. And just comes back, creates a little bit of space for herself, and Clark will go back to the bench, and Holly Naylor will come back on at goal defence. Work it away again here, Dunedin. Contact against Nazy. Foot goes back into her own defensive third. Robertson. Alexander. Rennie steps in, grabs her own miss. She might have pushed off with her other arm there, but goal stands, and here come Dunedin with a little run of their own. 2 in a row, can they make it 3? Alexander holds on. I might have mentioned it last week. Joanna Lees hails from New Zealand, so if any of her friends and family are still up and truly into the early hours of the morning, about 1 a.m. or so. That's Nazy that's hit the ground and would have taken the wind out of her sails a little bit there and ripped the bibs off. Just be a little bit winded. She appears to be moving okay, which is a good sign. Will come back on for her at centre. She looks to be okay over there on the sideline, which is good. Play will continue. Lovely little swerve from Holly Robertson there. Here is Johanna Lee. Well, that one's a little firm and goes out over the baseline. So thrown for Seaton. Up and over to Seaton, but didn't get it high enough. called timeout while Matty McDonald and Zoe Masting switch bibs. So McDonald will go back to centre. Masting to wing attack, which is exactly the way they started this match. Good pressure from Hill. Made it hard. Here's Lee and then Alexander and then Robertson. Very comfortable in that spot is Zoe Rennie from right in front, about midway. Swishes another one. Look at the numbers here in this. Almost 10 minutes gone now in this third quarter. For the quarter, Dunedin 75% shooting, 50% conversion of their own centre pass and 71% conversions of gains. So shooting percentage will be looking to increase that a little. For Glasgow, 83% shooting, 43% of their own centre pass, 33% off turnovers. So the shooting's good. We'll get more shots at goal. Here's one for Hill. Waiting for the advantage and Gilchrist Brown looking to a little bit of confusion here. Gilchrist Brown is looking to make a change. She stays at keeper, so Seaton tracks another one down and my attention previously went to Ilanese and her injury in that play, but did notice that Gilchrist Brown spent her 2 minutes off court for that indiscretion, so she's now back on. 2 minutes is up, and I said, if an umpire deems an infringement serious enough, they can issue a 2-minute suspension immediately. They don't need a warning or a caution. That was the case for Gilchrist Brown, and we have another timeout here for multitude of bib swaps, and you can see McIntosh coming back on at wing defence, and here's Hill, goes to Spires, and she'll shoot from in front and she'll make good. 38 plays 24, 14 is the margin, 12 was our half-time margin, so 2-goal advantage in this third quarter for Dunedin. So McIntosh on at wing defence. Zara Grogan at keeper now. Chris Brown goes off. Just checked on Ilanese on her way off, which is good sportsmanship and nice to see. So she's okay. Everyone's okay. So on we go in this third quarter, and just over a minute and a half remaining. Another one for Johanna Lee. 40-24. Hill did well, and Naylor supported her ably, and good defensive work from Hill in the mid-court. Lasting, goes through her fingertips and as far as Zara Grogan at keeper, and kick-starts the offense again here for Dunedin, and here's Lee. Ooh. Friendly roll. Hit the back rim and dropped in. McIntosh stands aside. Great work, Grogan. Tipped out of bounds by Glasgow, but Dunedin will retain possession. You can see that clock in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Tippy-toed along there, did Robinson. Did well not to go out. And thought Hill was going to go to post, but there's a good option here right in front for Spires. So another one for Glasgow. See if they can hold Dunedin out here with 12 seconds remaining till the last break. One goes against Katie Robinson. And he will shoot from long range. Fraction short. And that brings us to three-quarter time. 41-25. So 13 goals to 9 in that quarter in favour of Dunedin. He looks set for a victory here, but there's still 15 minutes to go. Let's see what happens. We'll see you soon. All right, welcome back to the fourth quarter. You see the ball in the hand of Olanasi, and that means that she's okay, which is great. She's back on at centre. Maddie McDonald back to the bench. First use of the ball. And straight to post with confidence goes Abby Spears. First blood in this fourth quarter goes to the University of Glasgow, and Holly Robertson having a little giggle to herself. She knew she'd done a short pass and thought for a moment that she'd got away with it, but she did not. And just slips through the fingers of Joanne Hill and thought she'd got possession, but instead she's out with contact. There's Proudfoot, Robertson, Alexander. Called that duo a number of times today in quick succession. What a beautiful ball, Robertson. Sorry, Rennie with a very rare miss. Saved, kept in bounds, but then is it over a third? I thought for a minute Charlotte Seaton had done a great job of saving it, but it's indeed gone over a third. There's Joanna Lee. Another one for her. 16's the margin. Hill. So she looks to be moving freely, which is a good sign. Did well, did Grogan. And got stood out. Good shot, Hill. Robertson-Alexander combination quickly via Lee to Zoe Rennie, and a very quick conversion off that centre pass for Dunedin. Head spies to that ball quite nicely, but just couldn't hold on. Saw the baseline wall getting very big in her line of vision, perhaps, and pulled out. Here's Grogan. Oh, what a game of pinball eventually to Robertson. Robertson stepped offside there. Not missed by the umpire. Nicely done. Hill. Probably just needed to steady a fraction there, Hill, before just hoisting that over the top, and the accuracy wasn't quite there. Miss Lee. Alexander. Skippy Naylor gets in the road of that one. And come Uni again. That one goes out of court for another throw in here for Grogan. McIntosh. Proudfoot. I mentioned Proudfoot will sleep very well tonight. Big day yesterday at district finals, and putting in a good shift again here now. For Alexander, she finally corrals that ball. Having a great time out there. Holly Robertson, beg your pardon. Having an absolute whale of a time out there. It's good to see. Last game of the season for both teams, as we mentioned. Won't be too long. The summer break will be over and netball will be back on in earnest again. And we certainly hope you've been enjoying the coverage that we've brought in these last 3 rounds of National League to you, and that will continue through the finals. We've got 2 semi-finals at Pleasance at the University of Edinburgh in 2 weeks' time. And then 2 weeks after that, May 25 from memory, we've got our finals day, which will see 2 matches. It'll be the playoff for 3rd. Will be followed, of course, by our gold medal match. And who that match is played between, we We'll find out in the next month or so. So make sure you stay with us on Netball Scotland's YouTube page. Of course, in conjunction with Cobalt Media, who are doing a hell of a job, and got a few more surprises in store for you over the next month or so. So make sure you tune in wherever you are. If you can't get to the game, next best spot. Continue, hopefully, to have some guest commentators. And we'll continue to add to our coverage and do what we can to make it the next best thing to being there. So make sure you tune in all the way with us. There's Robertson again. Lee, Alexander. Oh, Seaton. Got a hand on plenty of balls today. He's deflected, grabbed them. There's been a couple of times where it just quite hasn't gone the way of her or her teammates, but she's certainly been really active in that end, so done a hell of a job. Here's Robertson again to Lee, and that one's a little firm, but she read it best, and Zoe Rennie ended up with the rebound, and here comes Izzy Joffin at wing attack, I think it will be. Yes, it will be. She comes on. Holly Robertson will go off. Chloe Alexander will shift to centre, and she'll put the captain band on. And here is Joffin. Oh, fires a ball to Rennie. Good start for her. Give me a goal assist. Thank you, statistician. We'll look at some of these statistics here. 64% for Dunedin in this fourth quarter, 8 games. 50% now for University of Glasgow in this one. So look at some of those overall numbers. I know we've referenced each quarter's shooting. Dunedin sitting at 75, Glasgow at 64%. What about converting your own centre pass? 51% Dunedin, 37% for Glasgow. Converting again, 61% of their gains they've converted Dunedin, 40% for Glasgow Uni. So there's been a lot of gains. So conversion rates on the improve. And Joffin had come on. We've covered that change. More changes for Glasgow. Maddie McDonald back on at wing attack. Elise McFarlane back on at centre, and Marcy moves to wing defence. So Cody Robinson with a well-earned rest. You see, missed too many here, Rennie. That one goes astray, and Lucy Joffin chimes in with an intercept there. And teammates on the bench enjoyed that one. A little further afield to Lee. Back to Alexander, and Lee cuts right across the front of the circle and converts another. A lot of the attention of the defenders there. Zoe Rennie, and just allowing Joanna Lee to operate in plenty of space. Long ball, Macy, and that hit the money. Great ball for Spires. 48 plays 29, just over 5.5 minutes remaining. Off the baseline wall for a Lee throw-in. Quickly to Joffin. Gets the return pass. Springing a step now, Joanna Lee. She's shooting nicely. There's Hill. Just out of the reaches of Spires. In by Naylor. Cut off by Lee and into the hands of McIntosh. So back come Dunedin quickly. Lee slows it up for Joffin. Got a 1-2. A little off target that time, and rebound only as far as Elise McFarland. Here she comes doubling round, and good ball for Spires. Rattles that one home. Just over 4 minutes. 49 plays 30 at three-quarter time. It was 41-25, so 8-5 in this quarter so far. As I mentioned, season drawing to a close for both sides, but plenty that they'll learn from this season and what they might take into next, and everyone will be much better for the experience. Break there against McIntosh. Does that come off last? That's come off Zara Grogan last. Hill. Tried to get it to Spires, and McDonald will instead. And in for another. Alexander, Joffin, McIntosh, Alexander, Joffin. Rennie, off the back rim. Thought it was going to drop in. As far as Charlotte Seaton's hands. I had Naylor as an option, but Hill ran under that ball just a little too far, and the baseline throw for Grogan. Joffin, Lee. Waits instead for Alexander. Joffin and Lee combine again. Oh, beautiful ball. Chloe Alexander, not her, I was about to say not her first goal assist for the day, but that's why you don't go the early crow. Joffin chimes in with an intercept of her own. Here's Lee. And he converts. We approach 90 seconds remaining. 51 plays 31. The margin's 20. There's 16 at three-quarter time. Extended that have Dunedin here in this fourth quarter. Obstruction. Umpire almost apologising there for not playing the advantage. Call's been made. Out of play goes Chris Brown. Not good, Chris Brown, I beg your pardon. Hannah Proudfoot. She's played that whole game at goal defence. You should know her name by now. Seaton pulls that one in. Lacey still asking for some help. It goes through the hands into Proudfoot's. Joffin, McIntosh, Alexander. Oh, Rennie off 1 foot. Oh, if you don't mind. Margin back to 20. 30 seconds remaining. Oh, long ball, McDonald. Who's going to win that battle? Spires. Pops over the back to Hill, who, she's a little bit angry at herself, but it's not going to make much difference in this one. As the clock ticks down. That margin is 20. And Dunedin are going to finish their season with a win. Here's Rennie. One more shot for her. One more rebound for Naylor, and that will see us through this fourth quarter. And there's a Dunedin victory. 52-32. 11 goals to 7 in that fourth quarter. It was pretty even throughout. They won each quarter. 13-8 in the first, 15-8 in the second, 13-9 in the third quarter, and then 11-7 in that fourth quarter. To see them run out comfortable 20-goal victors in that one over the University of Glasgow, but can take plenty of positives from that one, Glasgow. They had some periods of play. They did some really good things, and their defenders worked overtime the whole game. So certainly plenty to take from that one into next season. And for Dunedin, a really good way to finish their season. A strong win, 52 goals to 32. Don't go too far away though. We have one more game remaining here in round 7. And it's a crucial one for the University of Edinburgh. Need a victory. See where that sets them up for the semi-finals. They are going to take on the Scotstoun Storm. We'll look forward to your company soon, so make sure you come back and join us then.